morning. It is 6:03, 3 minutes after 6 o'clock on this Monday morning. I say Friday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think I'm pushing it for 4th of July. I'm all dressed up for it, though.
You're
You
fired
are,
up,
too.
Bill. You're
I
fired
know.
up.
And you know why we're dressed up for it, though?
Of course. We got money to celebrate our anniversary of the country.
So exciting. So we're doing the cash grab, 4th of July cash grab. We're starting that today, giving away $250. We're giving away $250 cash every day
Every
till
day.
Thursday. And then Friday, we're giving $250 away to 2 people.
Double it.
Double
$500
it.
bucks that day. 2
Make
people
it
get
500.
$250.
That's right. So, in the 7 o'clock hour, probably around 7:30, we're going to be drawing for the first winner of the $250. A lot of y'all have entered, but you still have time to enter for tomorrow. So, go check out the pinned post on our Facebook and do all the things. Enter to win for tomorrow's.
We're going to make a first announcement today.
What do
Who
you mean?
wins?
Yeah,
Oh,
7:30.
yes.
Yeah,
7:30,
7:30.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
I'm
And-
excited about $250 every day, and then $250 twice on Friday, $500.
Yeah.
That's really neat, and it'd be helpful for 4th of July weekend.
I know. And we couldn't do it without our sponsors. So thank y'all so much to our sponsors. Napa Clanton Auto Parts, Refuel Coffee, 3R Rodeo Company, just a few of them, and Woods Surfside Marina. They were not a sponsor until at Peach Jam. He asked us, he was like, so where'd y'all get the money from? And we were like, oh, we have sponsors. He said, well, you didn't call me. And whipped out his
Wow.
wallet and gave us $250. He
How
said,
about
give away
that?
$500 on Friday. So
What a guy.
That is so
What-
nice of him.
I
Thanks.
know, Mark
I was so glad
he
to
really
meet
pulled
him
through
the
on
other
that
day.
one.
He was a
Me
very
too.
nice guy. Very nice.
Yeah.
He was on the show, last week, and had, 5 or 6 boats? How many did he have out
Yeah.
there total?
Let's say
Did you
it
count
was
them?
6, I
6?
believe.
Oh,
He
he's the
was
one that
getting
had the
ready.
boats for the VIP seating?
That's right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
That's him.
neat.
That's right.
Woods Surfside Marina there, it's actually in Cropwell,
Yeah.
which is a little bit south of
Pell
Pell
City.
City, but he may even have a Pell City address. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
And he
helps
even-
people on 3 different lakes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
I know
he
it.
even was
That's right.
selling the boats that were there Friday, Saturday were for sale. So you can
Really?
you can do everything you needed to do there and take it right home.
Did they have motors on them? Or were they just sitting there without a motor on them?
No, I believe
No,
they had
motors on them.
Yeah, they're ready to.
Oh,
carry
wow.
on.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, he had them pulled down there when we talked to him Wednesday.
Yep.
He was headed down
He
a
was
little bit
getting
later
ready.
that day. He's going to haul 5 he said 5 to 7, I think is what I remember him saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I didn't get a count, but boy, he has quite a facility down there. And I was up there up that way on Saturday, and I saw Rabbit Branch Road.
Oh, and that's
Yeah,
where
there's
he
a
is.
Surfside Storage or something on the highway.
Rabbit
Yeah.
Branch Road.
Yeah, and then you go down a couple miles down Rabbit Branch Road, and his place is there.
Yeah,
I need to
that's
go see him. I'd like to, I used to have a pontoon boat and a sea-doo, and I was on another lake. I was up on Neely Henry. Well, we sold the house, so I got rid of my boat and my sea-doo, not knowing I would, within months after that, find a place on Lay Lake. And so now I'm
Yeah.
down there with no boat, no
You
sea-doo
need
now.
to replenish your boat supply.
I do now. I don't think I'm gonna get a sea-doo because my legs and my age now. I'd be dangerous to myself and everybody else on that sea-doo. We had a big 3-person one, and I mean it would fly.
I bet.
I loved it, but I've kind of grown out of that.
Yeah, you're more of a pontoon
I'm a
guy
pontoon
now.
boat guy. We had a pontoon boat too, and we really love that because we do what we call our sunset cruise. When, and it was wonderful. So I may have to go talk to him because
Yeah.
my wife's kind of anxious to get back on the water again.
Yeah, you'll need to go see him. And you need to go see him too because he doesn't just sell boats. There's also a marina. They service boats that you may already have.
Dry stores, 270 bays, I guess. Or
Yeah.
Oh,
whatever you
really?
call
For
them.
covered storage?
Storage,
Yeah,
mhm.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's right.
So they have
Yep.
a little bit of everything out there. But it is 6:07 right now. We have a guest coming on at 6:30, Miss Lucy Ellington with the Extensions Office, Chilton
Is
County
she a
Extension.
county agent?
She is.
Yes.
Well, actually, I think, she is. She's like the director.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah, they're doing
Those
a...
people have helped me so many. I'm such not a farmer, such not a gardener, such not a handy person, and I have relied on the county agents to help me so many times over about soil and dirt and plants and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, even now, it's hard to look up something from Google or whatever if you don't know what you're how to look it up.
Yeah.
You can talk to the county agents, and they know exactly
That's
what
right.
you get, and they know the
your
area
zone.
too.
Yep.
And it's what we used to say: you worry them to death, right?
Yeah.
Just whatever you needed, you'd call them and ask them.
Yeah,
But
so
they'll
they
I'm
are-
glad to see
They
her
help
in
you
here.
with soil analysis and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
all the
I've done
things.
that.
And a lot of
before.
people don't know they have classes and different programs going on all throughout the year. And so that's what she's coming to talk to us about today is one of the pollinator census programs they have coming up tomorrow,
And
which
what
is
kind of-
already
what is it?
full. It's called the Pollinator Census Program.
Wow.
Pollinators.
Do they count
So-
bees?
Bees, I'm
That's
sure.
what I'm thinking, but I'm not 100% sure. But she's going to come and tell us all about it. And I know in the fall they do like floral arranging classes, and they'll do jam classes
I
throughout
think
the
don't
summer.
they do gardening classes too?
They do.
My wife wants to take that.
Yeah. So they're a great resource that we have, and she's going to come and tell us a little about everything that they do. So.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and my friend Mike Rhodes is on today. Good morning, Mr. Mike. I was talking to him yesterday at church, and I told him he said he hadn't been watching. He hasn't been feeling good.
Oh,
I know. So I hope you're feeling better this morning. I'm glad to see you on.
Good deal.
Yeah. How was y'all's weekend?
mine was great. We were, I was supposed to be down here for the Peach Jam, but I live in Columbiana, and I had already committed to do the Liberty Day. Their big day was the same day as Peach Jam. They do the same thing. They do Friday nights, local artists and stuff, and family stuff, and then Saturday they do the big stuff downtown, and then switch over to their big stage at their at the arts complex.
Yeah.
And I emceed that. And it was nice because our headliner up there was Randy Hauser, and he and I have been friends for years. I've known him
wow.
for years. So it was nice to catch up with him. And then he put on just a terrific show, and it was a good day. I think they really changed a lot about how they did their it's their 40th annual Liberty Day. They started in '86, so this was their 40th Liberty Day. It was also the 200th anniversary of Columbiana being the county seat of Shelby County, which means it's older than the state of Alabama.
That's
Because we hadn't hit the
crazy.
200 yet for Alabama. So it was the Mississippi Territory, and they created this huge county called St. Clair County. It was like 5 counties now, and it was huge. And then, of course, when Alabama became a state, they carved it up more. And Shelby County is still a large county, but I think parts of Chilton and Bibb, and there were a bunch of counties that were one big Shelby County.
Yeah.
So they're doing their 200th anniversary of Shelby County being the county seat. And then it's our 250th, of course, for the country. So it was a nice celebration. And
They had a lot to celebrate.
they did, and they changed things up. So there were little quirks here and there, but it really turned out to be terrific. So I'm so sick that I missed Peach Jam. I love Tracy Bird and all the other good artists that were here, and I love being in Clanton for the Peach Jam. But it was a conflict. But
Yeah.
I heard my buddy Justin Brown emceed y'all's event here on Saturday.
Yes.
He's a friend of mine. He runs all the Christian stations up in Birmingham. Terrific guy, and I heard he did a great job. He looks like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He's a big guy with a big white beard, and he plays Santa's helper when he can, and he's going to perform as Santa Claus this summer for the Birmingham Barons because they're going to do
cool.
a Christmas in July thing.
How
Sweet.
fun.
But he's a
I
great
love that.
guy.
I know I got to meet him and go on the main stage with him.
Did you?
Yeah, and he was a really nice guy.
He is.
He had it set. He used his brain. He was wearing an ice vest. I was like, "You've got it made. You're one smart guy."
He was great.
Fest. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I know.
Bill, we had Columbiana Mayor Lisa Davis on last week,
Right.
and she was talking about the 250, the 200, and the 40. And as you were talking about it, I thought about her. And did you get to spend some time with her up there?
I did a lot of time with her and her husband, Daryl. Lisa, her name is Lisa Strickland Davis. The reason I say Strickland was her maiden name. Her dad was a huge merchant in town in Columbiana, so they go way back for being tied into Columbiana.
fact-
And her dad was one of the founding members of the first ever.
Right. I just
Liberty
going to say
Day.
that. I remember
Aw.
her talking about that
Yeah.
now that you refreshed my
How
memory.
cool. That's
Yeah.
so full circle.
She's only been mayor for about 7 months now, and she has done a terrific job. She has gotten in there, and she of course her home is Columbiana for her whole life, and her family goes back. She's really got that town in mind. It's not about her. It's about what she can do for Columbiana. So I like it when a mayor's fired up like that, and seems to be doing a great job.
You know, she was talking about she had served on the beautification committee or whatever that
Beautification board, yeah.
board. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And so she was used to making the downtown look really nice, and so
Yeah.
she's just been able to enhance that as the mayor. It's really a beautiful town if you've ever been through there.
They do,
Yeah,
they
it
do
is.
a good job of going in and creating all these flower arrangements, and they have little places in town that they literally create a garden. They're very active. But the funny thing is, my wife Mary has noticed they have this old 1960s or 50s Cushman. Do you know what a Cushman is? You probably don't.
No.
Cushman was a company, I think, out of Michigan that made these little four-cycle two-cylinder engines, and they made motorcycles, tricycles, and tiny little utility vehicles, trucks. In Birmingham, I knew Cushman because a lot of police in Birmingham used Cushman three-wheelers as patrol vehicles, and all the meter maids in
I was
downtown
just going to say, I
Birmingham.
remember the meter
They
maids.
all
Yep.
drove Cushmans. They made a certain little putt-putt noise. They're kind of like a glorified golf cart.
They really are, a semi golf cart.
Yeah, and then they got this little old antique Cushman that looks like a miniature dump truck or a little truck. It would fit on this table just about. And Mary loves it, and they keep it parked behind Davis Drug. So Mary's always said, "I want it. I want one of those. I want one of those. I want to ride it." Lisa, when she was here with us last week, she promised me that Mary could ride in the Cushman one day when they're watering all the plants in town. That's what they use it for. So
funny.
Mary's a happy camper now because she's going to get to ride in the old little faded blue Cushman.
I guess you'd say it's good to be the mayor.
It is.
And
It's
do what
good
you
to be
want.
the mayor.
You can do it.
It's good to know the mayor. But no, Columbiana's a little gem of a town. It's great. It's kind of like Clanton. It's got a lot going for it, and it's this unique little place, So it's really neat. So, and the county seat. So
And you said there were 25 or 30,000 people up there, and I'm sure we had 25 or 30 here.
I bet you
I
did.
never saw the official count.
Yeah,
but-
well, I'm sure they might not come out with it immediately, but
Yeah.
Well, so when you don't sell tickets, when
It's
you
hard.
it's
That's true.
you just
That's a
have to
good
go
point.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Well,
and
I
then
counted
2
you
hours
twice.
later you're going 30,000. Oh darn! I got to start over. 1. Yeah, it's more guesstimation when it's.
I used to
Yeah.
I used to be hired for that kind of job, Bill, but I kept messing up. I kept having to start over, so they let me
me
go.
Aw.
Listen, I do that just trying to count a $5 change for a $5 bill. So
Well, I guess we better take a break. Let's hear a
Yep.
word from our sponsors.
did you go to Peach Jam?
I did.
And was it good?
It was good. We'll ask Bill, or not Bill, you are Bill. We'll ask Mike what he did on his break, too, on his weekend when we come back. So
Okay.
we'll catch y'all up after the break. Here's a word from our sponsors. It's 6:16. You've been tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike, Taylor, and Dollar Bill. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America, welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts, delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Jaren's Lane.
Good morning. It is 6:21, 21 after 6 o'clock. Hey, listen, this is crazy. Today is going to be so hot and humid.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is going to be a carbon copy of today. So the heat indices can get up over 100 degrees today and tomorrow. So this means if you work outside or you got to be out much, please take breaks and hydrate because it's dangerous. Now, when it starts getting the humidity and the heat that we're having today and tomorrow and for the rest on the week, it can be dangerous. I mean, it can actually kill you.
And it's going to rain some, so you know it's just going to make the humidity
more humidity.
Oh, that much worse.
It might cool it down a little,
but it's still going to be in the mid 90s. So with that heat index, like you said.
Now, we're hot and humid and miserable here. Have you seen what's going on in the north, central, and going into like even the northeast the next few days? They've got hideously hot heat. Mm-hmm. I think there's in Illinois and places like that, it's supposed to be like 110 today.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that's before the humidity. I think that's like temperature. It's unbelievable. They've got all kind of warnings out for north of us out and up into New England because it's moving that way.
And they're really the ones that would have a heat stroke because
they don't have air conditioning a lot of times.
A lot of them don't have air conditioning.
Well, my friend told me that a family friend of hers went to Paris. I want to say it was last week, and they're having a massive heat wave. Yes, and they don't have air. No, they don't have air. She said that one of the people she knows that went, they told her it was like 104 degrees. over
And
there.
no air conditioner.
No air conditioner.
Now they do put fans in and that kind of stuff, but when you got 104 degrees,
That's just-
it don't matter.
Yeah, that's just blowing
That's
around
that's
hot
like
air.
being in a convection oven rather than a regular oven.
That's where you
just-
get the ice out, isn't it? And you put the fan behind it.
Yep. You
Blow
know,
it-
we had a
lower
fan.
it.
My dad was such a tightwad when we were growing up. He refused to buy an air conditioner. So my mother complained so much. He went to a Western Auto, I think, and bought this window fan, but it had this thing in the top, and you put ice cubes in it.
Way to
and
go, Dad.
It had a little radiator, so the ice would melt and cold water would go through the tubes, and the fan would blow the air over that, and then it would drain out. So
If you
my
put your
dad
face in front of it,
he got
it'll-
it for like $12 or something, and then he complained because mother was using too much ice in the thing. Dad, just buy her an air conditioner, and he finally got some window units because my grandparents, who were normal people, were going to get finally back in the 50s was going to get heating and air built into their home, retrofitted central air.
Right.
And so they didn't need the window units. So they gave my dad these old window units. And my mother said, thank God. And of course, first we just got one unit. It was pretty big. And she thought, we're going to, it's a big house. We got 4 kids. Dad put it in the den where the television was because he was going to be cool when he watched his ball games and stuff.
Or
She got kind of
gun
mad at him.
smoke
She
or
wanted
something
it
like that.
Yeah, she wanted it back in the bedroom. So then they got 2 more units, and they put one in the living room and one in their bedroom. So the kids just had to suffer and die. And we were hardy. And then we moved to a house with central air conditioning. But up until that time, we also had an attic fan. You remember those?
I
Did you ever
do.
have-
My grandmother had one.
Yeah, and that was amazing. It was this huge fan up in the attic. And Dad was too tight to buy the louvered thing. Most
Yeah.
of them you have louvers and they're shut, but when the fan comes on, the air opens the louvers and it sucks air in through the windows, through the house, up into the attic and out.
Oh, are those the silver things that were on top of people's houses?
Well, those are vents.
Okay.
A lot of them spin when
Yeah.
the air. Yeah, I've got one on my house, but it's just to vent
Whirly
the
bird.
attic, But no, when that attic fan was going, you could sound like turbines up there.
Oh my gosh.
But
It was just pulling warm air out of your house.
Yeah.
Was the
pull
theory.
cool air, hopefully cooler. Of
You
course,
had your windows
it's
open.
relative. You'd open
Yeah.
the windows and it'd pull whatever outside air it was in. But usually that was cooler at night. It didn't work in the daytime at all.
Yeah.
No.
But at night you could turn that.
That's exactly
and
right.
Dad was so proud because he got that fan for free. A guy gave it to him, and he put it in, and we had the air, and he turned it on the
I had a
first
dad
night,
like that.
and we couldn't believe the cool air we were feeling. It was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But we forgot we had this little parakeet,
oh no.
and the little parakeet was flying down the hall. And the thing started suctioning up into the fan.
Oh,
It was going to
no.
just chop him up.
Oh, my
And I remember
gosh.
Dad jumped up and caught Petey just as he was about to
Your
get
parakeet's name was Petey?
Petey.
I had a parakeet named Petey.
Well, how about
yeah.
Did he talk?
No.
Ours tried to talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was green and yellow.
I think he was screaming, no. Anyway, Dad caught him just before he got chopped up. And then we had to be careful about and then Dad got some hardware cloth and put it so that even if Petey got sucked up to the
Like
thing, he'd be stuck, but at least he wouldn't
yeah,
get chopped
like a
up.
strainer.
Like a filter, huh?
Petey didn't last much
filter.
longer anyway. So,
Oh.
Yeah, after that trauma.
yeah, I think that's what it did. I think it scared him.
I think if your dad was around, he'd be really interested in the cash grab.
My dad would move to Clanton or Chilton County from Birmingham just to see if he could even get a chance at $200. $250 is a lot of money now. I mean, even
Yeah.
nowadays people say, no, $250s.
Especially
a
when you're not
chunk.
expecting it.
Right, free $250.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hello.
Extra.
And we're giving away $250 today, $250 tomorrow, $250 Wednesday, $250 Thursday,
And
then two $250s on Friday. $500.
That's
right.
right.
That's a lot of money to give away in 1 week, and it certainly can be handy nowadays. Now gas prices are coming down a little bit, but they're still high. They're still 40 or 80 cents higher than they were before the war started.
Yeah,
So
at least.
it feels better now, but it still ain't great.
Yeah.
And the
that
price of
$250
oil is back to where it was.
yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
come down, but everything. once they get used to charging you $5 a gallon, if you were paying $2 a gallon before, they ain't going back to two. They like that higher, so they make you feel better if you're just paying three something because you feel like at least it's not five. But then you forget, wait a minute, we were paying lower than this, but it still feels better. It's a psychological game, and they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
I heard the AAA guy in Birmingham. His name was Clay. Do you remember his last name? I
Who's
thought
that?
you might.
The what?
AAA.
Oh,
guy,
yeah,
just
the guy
Clay.
from AAA
I can't
in Hoover.
remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was on one of the television stations one time, and I heard him describe it as the price of gasoline has affected relationship to oil with rockets and feathers. He
Rockets
said-
and feathers.
Yeah, he said when the price of oil went up, the price of gasoline went up like a
Rockets.
rocket. And when the price of oil comes down,
It just kind of drifts
I heard
slowly
somebody
back
say it
down.
was going to take 6 months for it to get back to where it was.
If it does, they
I
say
can't
that it may
believe
not
that.
even get back
I
because,
can't believe it would take that long.
you know, they love.
Our demand, of course, our demand for it's going to drive it. You know,
Right.
we're all going to go on vacation regardless,
Of course.
and just budget a little
Well,
more. You know, for
and
the
you got
gasoline.
there's things you just gotta do.
Oh, you got to
Yeah.
work.
You can cut back a
People
little,
have
but
to work.
you got to go to work. You got to
Yep.
take kids to
That's
school.
exactly
They got
right.
activities.
Yeah.
You don't want to just not do things.
You know,
You
speaking
cut
of the
back, but
speaking of the 250, we have some more sponsors here. I don't know if we talked about Coke,
Not yet.
Coca-Cola, Moreland's, fine jewelry there in Clanton, Hooligans Arcade.
Yeah.
I've
That's,
never been there yet.
It's a fun place.
Is it? I
Yeah.
love
They've
arcade.
got
Oh,
all kinds of
man.
pinball machines
I'm a
and
pinball
retro
freak.
gaming.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
Me too,
love
man.
pinball. Growing up, that was the game, pinball.
There was a
Yeah.
there's a little yellow building. I think it's here in Clanton. I think it's an attorney's office now, but at one point it was a washateria. But way back when,
Was it an arcade?
it was an arcade. It was a pinball.
fun.
You know, it's right next to the library.
Yeah.
If you know, I think it's painted yellow, if I remember right. It may not be
If
now.
not, it was.
It was right. That's what I remember it. But there's some older gentleman in there, you know, with a cigar. You know,
yeah,
people could
right.
smoke wherever they wanted to back then. You know,
Sure,
Didn't-
everywhere.
everybody did.
You know, in a lot of restaurants, there was smoking and more smoking.
That's right. My mother would say, "I would like the more smoking section, thank you."
And mine too.
But that was so cool. Those arcades, and I remember, man, I used to love my favorite machine, Bill, was a baseball game with the pinball.
I
You know,
remember
you
the
could-
baseball,
you could-
and it was like the flippers were bats.
They were, and you
Yeah.
could hit it, you know, a home
And
run.
then you had
If
home
hit it-
runs
if you hit
and
the round
doubles
just
and-
right, you know, the ball would go over the fence and you get a home run or whatever. They had a pretty cool way to score runs or whatever, you know.
I liked there was I think it was a Spider-Man. This was the original Spider-Man when he was just in comic books. You know, hadn't done any movies or anything yet. And I think that was one I really liked. I don't know why. I think because it had the double flippers. Had the flippers down at the middle, but it had some flippers up there.
forgot about those
You were always
machines.
having to, it was exciting.
Adjust, huh? Oh, you
I
have
was
to be
not a
quick.
pinball wizard, though. I wasn't very
No,
good
me
at
either,
it.
but it was still fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if I recall, you could play that game for a dime.
Yeah.
And so I played it more than I played the quarter games, you know,
Right.
so I could extend
Of
my time in the,
course,
Sure,
in the
'cause
arcade.
I could. I was one of those that I could pull and fire the ball, and it'd go up. It'd go bing, bing, phew. What?
Yeah.
It's gone.
What
And
happened?
you usually got what 3 or 4 or 5 balls to
That's
play.
what I was thinking. 3 or 4. I was just thinking. I know in the baseball when you got 3, 'cause
Yeah,
it was 3
for 3
outs.
outs.
Yeah, but
That's amazing.
Well, if y'all are wanting to reminisce on pinballs, pinball machines,
That's the place to go. Well, how about
That's
all
the
that
place to
talk
go.
about
That's
hooligans?
right.
But we
Well,
appreciate
you
our
know.
sponsors for our cash giveaway.
Yes,
That's
and
right.
if you haven't heard about our cash giveaway, let me catch you up on it real quick.
Catch us up.
So we're doing a cash grab, giving $250 away starting today through Thursday, and then Friday. Me and Mike are going to be live at the Old Town Celebration in Jemison. Friday night, we're going to give 2 winners $250. So all of that is possible because of our sponsors, and you can sign up and get nominated to win tomorrow by going to the pinned post on our Facebook and doing all the things, and you'll get your name put into the drawing. So, with that being said, we're going to go to break real quick. Here in just a couple of minutes, we're going to have Lucy Ellington with the Chilton County Extension's office on. So, y'all hang tight. It'll be just a moment after these words from our sponsors.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Good morning. It's 6:38, about 22 minutes now away from 7 o'clock. And we're glad you're with us on this Monday as we head into the 4th of July weekend. This is going to be a big week for a lot of folks. Big holiday coming up, 250th anniversary of our country, which is amazing. Sad is, I think when I was born, we were at the 100th. I don't know. It feels like
Well, this morning we have on Miss Lucy Ellington from the Chilton County Extension Office. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Tell us what's going on over at the Extension Office.
All right, so we have a lot going on. Tomorrow, actually, we have two different events. The one is the finished wrap up of our Clover Bud program. So that's the ages 5 to 8 4-H club.
Aww.
We have our America 250 birthday party. Uncle Sam is coming to
Wow.
visit.
Good deal.
So we're very excited. So that'll be tomorrow afternoon. But starting tomorrow morning, we have a Train the Trainer program. We're gearing up for the 2026 Great Southeastern Pollinator Census. That is a lot. But basically,
even the word pollinator is not easy to say.
I know.
What is a pollination
mouthful.
census?
So, believe it or not, you as a citizen in Alabama, there's other states that participate with us, but in August, you'll go out and for 10 minutes, you will watch a specific plant. And the benefit is you don't even have to know what type of plant it is. We just want you to go out there, sit by that plant, and for 10 minutes, count how many pollinators you see. And when we say pollinators, it could be an ant. It could be
really?
a wasp.
I always think of bees.
Yeah, it could be a bee. It could be a beetle. But if you think about it, any insect, even some spiders, help with pollination.
Oh, because they brush up against it and then go to another plant?
That's right.
I
Yes.
always think of
Yes.
bees pretty much only.
Yeah, I thought of
Right.
bees and butterflies.
Yes.
Bees and butterflies
Yes.
and maybe hummingbirds.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's training is
Wow.
to help kind of teach people, hey, there is more than one insect, that is going to
Yeah.
pollinate. So when you're
like-
watching that count,
Just like educating us.
yeah, so the hope is for us to educate several people around the kind of central area of the state. We had 50 slots reserved for people to come, and they've actually filled very quickly. So we're out of spots for tomorrow. I apologize. But we will be doing what I'm going to call like a watch party at the Chilton County Research and Extension Center during the count. So the count is a 2-day event. If it rains, we'll make it a 3-day event, and it goes into
Wow.
Sunday. But right now it's set for August 21st and 22nd. So that Friday and Saturday, last year in 25, we had 55 counties out of 67 participate
Wow.
across
that's
Alabama.
Tremendous.
So
it's
now, do
very good.
you pick the plant or do they?
You do, yes. Like if you're going out
You just
in your
if you
yard,
have a plant out in your yard, you want to sit and watch. That's the one. And you do it
preferably
for
you'll
how
have
long?
flowers. 10 minutes.
That's it.
That's it.
Does that what? All right. Why do we do this? What do you get from the data that you collect from this?
So one is we do hope they'll give you a little sheet you download, or you can do it on your phone, and it'll categorize the insects. So it'll put you like, if you can just call anything that flies a bee, in a
I
way.
gotcha.
It'll have other insects, and if you're not sure, there's kind of an other. And I personally, I just do tick marks. I'll just sit there and do a little tick mark across, and then enter my data in the phone afterwards. But what we hope to gain from this is one, diversity. Like, what type of insects are we seeing in South Alabama compared to North Alabama?
And it doesn't matter really what the plant is.
No. It does
Really?
need flowers, though.
Yeah,
It
it's got to be
probably
a
will.
flowering plant.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Last year, I didn't have anything blooming in my landscape, and so on the edge of the woods, there were some wildflowers, and so I just went over and watched one little patch of wildflowers. They were all the same, and I just documented what
All right,
I
how
saw.
many things did you see?
I was just thinking that same thing.
So it was overcast because it was kind of rainy that weekend, but I saw about 21, 22.
In 10 minutes?
Yeah, you'd be
Man.
surprised. If you actually watch a flower, you'd be surprised at
What
how
kind of
many come.
insects did you see?
So mainly, I did see a few ants, because they were crawling up and down the stem of the plant. And I tried not to count the same one twice. Like I did try to watch.
I was going to say,
Do they have
sure.
distinct,
you have a little
distinct
paintbrush
marks?
and you paint a little white dot when you count them.
I know, it'd make it easier, wouldn't it? And then others, they were just small, small little flies, so not quite a wasp. Flies usually have big eyes,
Right.
compared to a wasp, and so you can usually pick a little fly out. But yeah, and then the following day, my husband and I, we went to a flower field, and he watched one flower, and I watched another type of flower. And he beat me. We
I was
made
gonna say, were y'all
competition.
competitive?
We did. So it's fun, but it helps Alabama, but this is the southeastern. So there's several states that
Yeah.
participate. Mississippi is joining us this year.
Good.
This is Alabama's second official year to participate. Georgia, Clemson, Florida, which Clemson would be South Carolina, and
Right.
North Carolina. So it's done through the land-grant universities.
Well, Lucy,
That's really neat.
if I was going to watch a plant in my yard,
Yes, sir.
I'm afraid that if I didn't get a lot of visitors, it hurt my feelings like my yard's not as good as
Yeah.
anybody else's.
So you can't see. It's blind. You don't know like what I saw versus what Taylor may
Oh,
see.
okay.
Okay.
Is
But
it?
who
Can you
knows?
cheat? Can you go out there and spray sugar water all over the place?
Hey, I didn't read anything that said you couldn't try to attract them to the plant, ahead of time.
I guess you want what's natural, but
Yeah.
this is fascinating. I'd never heard of this, and I think it's neat. We have heard over the past years the danger of the hive killing of bees that got that I don't know, it's a fungus, I think, that kills bees. And, if we lose bees, we lose our major pollinators. That doesn't just affect us in our yards, it affects honey production, it affects corn production, it affects all vegetables. I mean, they all need pollination. And I'm telling you, I think this is great that we're doing this, because I think the data is probably pretty important.
It is, yes. We really need, as much as I don't even like stinging insects,
No.
they are beneficial to us. There's a lot of beneficials out there. And so, one, it brings awareness to them, but two, it does help us see where our population numbers may be declining.
Very good.
We have a tree in our front yard where it's kind of a flowering tree, although it doesn't really put out a real bright flower. It's real tiny. And there are times when that entire tree is 40 feet tall at least, is just completely full of bees.
Really?
Yes, and you can just stand under it and you can just hear it. And I was thinking about that would be something to
That
try to
would be-
catch.
Better not pick that
Maybe
one.
I'll take a video and
Yes,
you can assign
yes,
somebody, one
yes.
of your interns or something, Lucy, could count them. All right, your job.
You could fly, you're watching, you're not, your goals are pretty lofty. You're not going to watch a plant, you're going to watch a tree.
Yes.
Well, I just was thinking about that tree because we've been there 25 years and it's just, I've watched it grow from 20 feet to, 40. And I just a couple of days where I walk by it and it's just
humming.
full. It's humming. It's buzzing actually.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
I mean, boy, there are so many in that tree, and
You
it
need
never,
to put a
it never
hive out
bothered
there. You
me or
need to
anything.
become a beekeeper.
We have a couple of beekeepers on our road. In fact, we buy honey from them because we figure it's as
Local
local
honey.
as I can get, right?
Yes.
Just about. But,
Maybe from your tree.
maybe they
maybe
could
it is.
taking that over there. I don't know how I would know.
They'll fly. I know at least up to a mile. Honeybees will.
Yeah.
if
Will they
not,
really?
Sometimes further.
I did not
Wow.
realize
When they're
that.
healthy.
But boy, they come to that tree. They by I would say hundreds. I would think were in there.
You know what they're doing? They're all plotting to come sting me.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just waiting for you to pull up.
They hate me. Lucy, so I'd asked you when you came in, you're a county agent. When I was coming up way back, I'm old, but the county agent was very important to most people, whether you had a farm or you were a farmer or had a animal farm or you grew vegetables. But if you just were a homeowner and you had a garden or you had your yard and you had plants in your yard, the county agents were like a godsend for most people. And then it seems like in the last 20 years, you don't hear much about it anymore. Now I think you guys are coming back strong. What's going on with the county, what we used to call the county agent's office and the agency?
So, about 20 years ago, they did a restructuring and they went to the regional model.
I got you.
But I will say Chilton County has been blessed because we have several of the regional agents housed in our county.
Good.
We have several excellent agents who serve us. Some of them we may not get to utilize as much. I'll give an example. Blake Lanton is we're going to call agronomic or row crop farmer. So we do not have a lot of row crops in Chilton County. We have some, but not as many as like Autauga County or our other counties around
Is that
us.
considered like soybean,
Yes.
beans, most vegetables?
So not necessarily vegetables.
What about
row
cotton?
crops are going to be your cotton, corn, peanuts, soybeans, wheat, canola. Those
Really?
traditional things planted in rows.
I got you. Okay.
So
And they don't consider peaches, since it's an orchard, to be a row crop.
right, that is going to fall underneath our commercial horticulture
I got you.
agent.
There you go.
But our row crop agent last week, he came up and he brought the portable cotton gin. So we have a little portable cotton gin. It's about the size of this table. And so that's what we did last week with the Peach Pals. We were talking about American inventors.
Very good.
And I don't know why, but Eli Whitney is
Eli
one that
Whitney.
I always remember.
Oh, yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
Eli
cotton
Whitney
gin.
and the cotton gin.
Yes, and so we had the little children try. I was like, we gave them cotton.
Let them
just
try to
let-
de-seed it.
get that seed out.
That
and
is
boy,
hard.
they were excited to get one, out, and then they would try to get 2 or 3, and then Blake, took the cotton and he put it through the gin, and within a matter of seconds, it was spitting out seeds and they were so excited. And then we just talked about like the different uses of cottonseed. There's cottonseed oil. People feed it to their cows, etc.
Yeah.
So he's an agent who may not, necessarily get called on a lot by our farmers, but he's always willing to come and serve and help educate. And so that's what I love about this current staff that we have serving our county, is they're always willing to come when needed.
Do they do a lot of work with the 4-H clubs in the county?
They do. Yes,
That's
sir.
great.
Yes, sir. So we have several who work, full time for us, who help with, like I do a lot of 4-H. Our 4-H agent, Crystal Vaith, that's her, that is her role. And then we have a few part-time, three part-time actually, who work about 1-2 days a week. Summertime is always more, just because
Really?
we have more going on.
I would have thought it'd been the other way around,
No.
but I guess it's the busy time to be growing and doing stuff in the yard.
It is. And it's not every, our schedules fluctuate more in the summer because kids' schedules are more,
Open.
flex.
So what
Yes.
kind of programs are your 4-H agents doing
So
right now?
So last Tuesday we did a colonial day camp, and we taught the kids how to take your charcoal, and we couldn't have a fire in the middle of Clanton. I did have to call Fire Chief David Driver and say, hey, I'm lighting a fire in our in our parking lot. Please don't be alarmed.
Did he send somebody out?
Thankfully, no. I didn't want him to send anyone out. So we start. Yeah, I know.
That
They'd
would have been
come
fun.
one
The
block.
kids would have liked to see
You didn't have to have a permit for that, though.
Well, I
gosh.
probably should have, but thankfully he granted me grace and let me start my barbecue back there. But anyways, we made coals, and we cooked sweet corn in the husk on those coals, and the kids loved it. And then Miss Pam taught them how to do just a basic sewing thread around the edge of the American flag. Like they all had little flags, and she taught them how to basically kind of embroider
Hem
the
it.
edge.
Yes.
hem it.
I wish I had taken a class like that.
I know it was very useful because a lot of them had never sewn before.
And they at least learned to put a button back on. and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
in an
yes.
emergency, right? Or what,
Yes.
just in general.
And then Joan McGriff, she taught them how to do calligraphy. And at first she gave them a feather pen, literally a feather.
Really?
And she let them, and the ink, we had
Yeah,
the ink well.
They cut the
ink well,
so
thank you.
it's
I was
just
trying to remember what that was called.
Yes. And so she did that, and then she ended up giving them a calligraphy pen to take
Wow.
home, so they would be a little bit, more advanced. And then the other one was candle making.
Oh.
And so they melted their own wax and made their own candle. We were going to attempt the dipping, but y'all, that takes a long time
Yeah,
to dip a
you dip,
candle.
you bring it up, let it heart cool, tip it, and you got to do that 100
Yes.
times to get a
Yes.
candle of
You
any
really
width.
do.
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know
we
that.
did that one time, and it was tedious.
It was.
It did teach me to not take candles for granted.
Yes, I can understand, because we thought, we were like, oh, we can get that done in 15 minutes because we had 15-minute rotations. No.
I'm the worst about that, about thinking that I can get something done in a certain amount of time and just completely running out.
Yes.
So I'm glad y'all realized that before you got started.
We did. Thankfully, we did a trial run.
Oh, yeah.
Or Pam Owsley did a trial run and realized, oh, this is going to take more than our 15 minutes we have allotted
This
for
may
this.
take all
So
week.
what are you? What are they going to do in the rest of the summer?
So
What are
we
some of
have
some of the things they're gonna do?
kayaking. Kayaking
Kayaking.
scheduled. We have archery scheduled. We have a few dates actually for kayaking.
Where were they kayak?
So
Some creek.
So the easiest one first is to take them on like a still water float, and so I like to go to either we've been to the Clem Clapp over in Maplesville because of his pond is very nice, very
Right.
level, easy to get in and out of.
Yeah.
Manuka Park is where we're hoping to take Span the
I'm
student.
sorry. Where did you say?
Manuka, but I know
Or the locals call it manuki. Manuki.
I know.
Hey,
Y'all can tell I'm not from here.
I'm from
Yeah.
Jemison, so I live in Jemison, so I need to
It's
get that
Manuki.
right. Yeah.
Manuki
Well, all
Park
my
is-
friends up there know I defended Manuki.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
And you
and
know,
it'll be up there.
That's a great park too. I mean,
It really
it's
is.
got a lot of. It's really open and it's still kind of. I don't want to say rough in a bad way. It's still more natural.
It is. It is.
I love that.
It's a hidden gem.
It really is.
I love anytime we take students there, because we had our little county forestry competition at the beginning of the summer up there. The SPAN students have come, and we did archery with SPAN, and under the umbrella of 4-H. We fished. Some of them had never fished before.
Aww.
And so one of the counselors over at SPAN, Mr. Tim Whaley, he called me and he said, I want to take them camping. And I said, well, I don't know if we can go camping.
Like overnight camping.
But, yeah, I said, but, there's things we can do. And he's like, well, what about fishing? And I said, oh, yeah. And so what I love is just the partnership. So, like, SPAN, is like, what can we do? With them up at Manuki, and
thank you.
I was like, we can do archery, we can do fishing. We'll take them kayaking, later this month.
Wow,
that is really neat.
We Miss Pam does cooking classes.
I need that.
So what I love is we ask the SPAN students, because during the summer.
What is SPAN? Remind us.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
I cannot
I'm
remember
sorry.
the
Okay.
acronym, but it is a school that it meets year round. If y'all have never had them on the show, you should definitely have. Amanda Hicks is the director of SPAN here locally. And then they have several counselors, and they help these students get caught up so that they can either go back into the school and, at their grade level, or if they're close to graduating, they'll graduate with their
That's a
GED.
great program.
GED.
there.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's an excellent program. There's only a few actually across the state, and we are blessed to have one.
And we have one
We
right
are.
here.
Is that
And
great.
SPANN?
SPAN.
One N. So it's not James Spann, the weatherman.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not.
Don't think
but,
it's related.
definitely still a school. I'm telling you, the counselors who work there, great character, and they love those children, and so
Great.
we love working with the students. During the summertime is when we're able to spend more time with them, and we try to do cooking classes with them. But they, I said, what do y'all want to learn how to cook? Last year, we provided the recipes, and it was an 8-week program. And this year, we said, you know what? Not that necessarily any of them are repeating it, but I was like, what do y'all want to cook? Like, what do you really want to learn how?
All right, so
Right.
what'd you get? Spaghetti, chicken fingers?
Surprisingly, listen, we have burrito tacos, and so I'm going to have to go reach out to our friend Sergio to
Yes,
ask him
Sergio at
if
Val
he can come
Grand,
teach
yeah.
that one, because y'all know I'm like, I can't.
That'd be a good
We're-
place to
we're
start
out. So
for
that's
that.
that's on my to-do list this week, is to reach
Soft
out to him.
tacos, I would suggest.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, soft tacos. Chicken Alfredo.
Really?
So we've checked that one off, and then the one that absolutely killed me, cheesecake. They
What?
wanted to learn how to make cheesecake.
That's a hard one for chefs to make.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
and-
they do have the no bake cheesecake.
Yeah, they do have no
do.
bake. We did not cheat. We did.
You're gonna
the
bake a
trick.
cheesecake.
We did. So they did that the week before last. I was actually at 4-H camp, so I missed it.
Oh, no.
But they made cheesecake.
Was it good?
And so all I know is that we had to bake them one day, and then one of our staff members went and delivered them the next day, because they do need to, once you bake it, you
They
then
gotta
have to let it
sit.
cool and refrigerate.
Yeah, that's right,
And so they
refrigerate.
took it to them, and I asked Miss Amanda, and she goes, well, a few of them had a little bit left to take home to their families.
They
She's
got
like,
eaten.
"But
It got
Yes,
eaten.
That
yes,
is funny.
yes. So that is a blessing to get to do those programs. And then I mentioned summer camp, so
Right.
we took 32 youth to summer camp. Summer camp is for ages 9 to 13.
And where do you take them?
So we go to Columbiana to the
Okay.
4-H Center.
I know that
it's a
place.
3-day camp.
That's a beautiful place on the river, on the lake.
What
I
a
mean,
facility
it's
that
really
is.
nice.
Wow.
It
That's
really
nice.
is. Oh, by Paradise Point.
So how long you said? 3 days?
It's 3 days.
3 days.
Yes, I know it probably should be a week, but they're trying to get
Oh, no,
every
that seemed a
every
long time
county
to me.
in.
I was going to say 3 days seemed generous.
But the kids always love it. We always have a few. This is it's their first time overnight, and so
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a few who get little tummy aches
Oh,
at night.
yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, we gotta call parents.
We
Do
have
they-
cell phones now.
If they can
right?
bring their blankie, that helps.
Usually,
Yeah.
yes. So we try not to let the kids bring their devices, but we tell them if you need to call home, all the chaperones have their phones, and so
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant to not let them have those or
Yes.
discourage that, because it's a distraction.
It is.
And you think about it, for a lot of these kids, it is their first time to ever maybe spend a night away from home, which is good for them. So I think that's beautiful. I'm glad y'all do that.
Yeah.
And, doing all this stuff for the youth is just so important
Yeah.
because of all the distractions and the way the world is today. But what about adults? Do y'all still help people like with soil samples and all that sort of stuff?
Oh, yes. So if you need a soil sample, they say every 2 to 3 years you need your soil retested. Make sure we know where
really?
your soil.
That quick?
Yes.
I always thought like every 10.
Well, I'm not gonna I don't do mine every 2 to 3 years.
I've only done mine once in 2 decades.
But if you're growing a garden, especially if you're growing a garden in the same spot
Right.
every
Oh,
year,
yeah.
you have to think about it like this. A garden, your goal is to have a crop. Well, that crop is pulling nutrients from the soil.
Right.
And so you need to know how much nutrients or how many nutrients are being removed for specific, like let's say your potassium, potash. All right, so you need to know how much is being removed.
Then there's nitrogen.
Putting back out every year. You want to make sure you're putting out just enough for the plant to thrive. You don't really want to put out more because then you're wasting. You're
really?
wasting money and you're leaching.
Well,
And
you want it to be balanced, right?
Correct.
I got you. Wow.
And so, for example, some of your soils will build up your levels of your that middle number on the fertilizer bag is your phosphorus. And so our phosphorus levels can build up year after year. Well, if you wait 10 or more years to get it tested, you may be putting out phosphorus every year and not even need it.
Oh, no.
And so that's kind of where a soil test can help you.
So they're usually 3 numbers, aren't they?
They're-
What
yes,
are
sir.
they?
So-
888 is what I
Or
used to
triple
put.
13?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
nitrogen,
Phosphorus
phosphate,
and potassium.
potassium?
Which
we
we
call
put-
potash.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yep.
That's so neat.
So
I used to just put 888 out or 1212, whatever
Right.
whatever I
Yes.
can find at
Yes.
Lowe's or
Yes.
somewhere.
Oh yes. Not that that's horrible.
But I have no idea what I'm doing because I don't do the soil sample. Now, how hard is it to do a soil sample?
So it's not hard. Just a little time consuming because you do want to think about, like, let's say you have a garden plot and you don't want to just take from one spot. Because if you have a
Oh.
large garden spot, your soil type can change from one end to the
Right.
other. And so we're gonna say go around and take
So you take little pieces all over and
Yes.
then mix it?
mix it up, yes sir,
Now,
and then you take from that and fill. Now they used to be boxes, now they're in little bags, so they're easier to mail. But we're blessed because the research station, we have Dr. Edgar Vinson, and he goes back and forth to Auburn every week, and so he's our carrier.
He
Takes them for us.
So now, do you get the special bags and stuff at the county
You can come
agent's
by the
office?
office and we'll give you the bag and the form.
Neat.
A sample costs $10. Now, if you're a grower, a commercial grower, and you're submitting many samples,
Right.
then it's discounted and they'll set you up an account and do
Oh,
it
neat.
slightly different.
Help you out.
Especially like even if you're one of our landscapers, we have some who bring in
Tons of
numerous
different
samples
stuff, yeah.
a year, and so the lab does do it slightly different.
Well, I'm sure you run into folks all the time that talk about Chick Carlton and Jim Pitts,
Oh yes.
all those folks.
Who are they?
Former
Yes.
former
Former
agents.
agents.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's right.
Excellent.
We have, when I say Dilton County is blessed, like we have several who are still here in the area. So we also have Mr. Tommy Brown. And
Oh goodness, I just saw Tommy not too long ago.
I know. Listen. Sometimes I just love to call him and get his knowledge. Like if only his knowledge could just be absorbed, like.
We were grilling steaks and I ran into him. So
Yes.
we were at this guy's farm and a bunch of men were having a retreat, so to speak, and he was there. And I hadn't seen him in a long time. But anyway, Tommy Brown, yep.
Tommy Brown, Miss
You know,
Bay
you
West.
think about people like him and some of these that had all those years of experience and all that knowledge base. When they retire or leave or move away or whatever, or gone, you lose that.
Yeah.
It's great that you're still they're utilizing they're passing it on to the next generation. That's pretty important.
Yeah, I can't imagine him not taking your call and helping you out if you needed something.
He
He's
always does.
always was that way.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Still is.
tomorrow is the pollinator census program.
Yes.
So what's the next classes that y'all have coming up that you could think of?
So
For adults.
adults, we will have a mosaic workshop. We're going to teach mosaics. That is going to be led by Miss Joan McGriff, and she will be doing it on July 23rd. And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember if July 23rd is a Thursday or a Tuesday, but I do know it's the 23rd
We'll look it up.
from 5:30 to
Wednesday,
7.
I think.
Is it a Wednesday?
It is a Thursday.
It is a
Thursday.
Thursday.
It is a
Okay,
Thursday.
July 23rd.
Now, mosaic, what do you use for mosaic? Is it broken pottery? Is it, what?
So our mosaic,
Tile.
we're going to use broken dishes like china,
Yeah.
Oh.
so that you can make your pattern. And you know, right now people really like the blue and white. The blue
Oh,
and
yeah.
white china is making a comeback,
It
and
is.
so you can break up your not your necessarily, but what we give you. You know, we'll break it up, and we have flower pots. Actually, I think they were from when Jim Pitts was at the research station. Somehow somebody donated a lot of little small of those terracotta pots, and they're actually a size you don't see anymore in the store because they're about yay tall, but they're kind of wider.
Okay.
They're kind of short and stalky. And so we'll let them put their pieces of china on there.
Oh,
and
so the mosaic is on the pottery.
the
on
mosaic will be
mosaic.
actually on your flower
That's
pot.
cool.
Okay, that's even better.
That just
How
we're
fun.
using multiple things there. Flower pot, and then you don't even have to use it. So you can coat the inside of the pot so it won't necessarily be porous anymore. So that way you can use it for different things inside, and not just you don't have to put a plant.
Put
in
your
it.
pins in it or put
Yes.
a, yeah, that's cool.
Exactly.
So that's our next adult program after tomorrow that I can think
And where
of
do
at
you
the
do
moment.
this?
So the mosaic will be at our extension office here in Clanton.
All right, tell us where that is.
It is right downtown,
Okay.
right across from Clanton Cleaners.
Clanton
So-
Cleaners, right
Yes.
across the street.
Our address is 504 First Avenue North, but a lot of people, even when you say that, they're like, I'm not really sure where that's at. And then we say Clanton Cleaners, and they're like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right
We're the
across.
old health department. People still find us coming in thinking we're the health department. And I was
I
like,
can't
no.
believe how terrible my memory is about streets in town I grew up. You know, it's only been 65 years. I think I remember some. I remember Elwyn Avenue. That's where I grew up.
Well, tell them, do you know the website off the top of your head that we could find the calendar?
ACES.edu. So that's our acronym, ACES.
ACES.com.
EDU.
Oh, for education,
Yes.
edu.edu.
acesedu.com.
Yeah,
And
there you
that'll
go.
have all the calendar.
We all learn
for
differently, you know.
Classes and everything.
We do. The calendar's on there, and honestly, if you are someone willing to travel, it'll pull up what's in the surrounding counties, and so you can go to Shelby, you can go to Otago, you can go to Bibb, any of the other counties, because we all have things going on at different times.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Makes sense.
you know, you can if you're up for crossing county lines, you can go.
I've been chased
Oh,
across them. I ought to just, I know them all now.
Well, thank you, Lucy, so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
We've learned a lot, and
We
I'm
have.
excited. I love coming out there. I was telling them about the floral class I took a couple of years ago.
Yes.
So I'm excited to go on the calendar. I haven't went and looked in a minute. Maybe
Well-
I'll find me one to come to.
Hey, we're hoping to do a fall floral in
Yes.
September, October. So I love my flowers.
Oh, that's
Love 'em.
good.
Love 'em.
So if you're interested in anything to do with the Extension office or finding you a little program or class to go to, definitely check out their website. It was
ACES.edu.
aces.edu. So thank you, Lucy, so much.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
It's 7:08. We're gonna go to break real quick. We're getting closer and closer to our drawing for the 250. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Good morning. It is 7:13, 13 minutes after 7 on this hot day. Already getting hot out there and going to get hotter.
That's right.
Yeah, I think by 8 o'clock it was going to be like 85 degrees already.
And then, of course, after lunchtime, sweltering. So.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's going to be the same way.
Tough one.
And you think the heat reduces at the end of the day, but no, not really.
No,
it just
And
gets dark and hot.
it's like midnight before it really starts to get even
Yeah.
remotely cool.
Yesterday, the sun, by the way, can you tell the days are already getting shorter?
I know.
It was dark this morning when I left the house, and the last couple of weeks it's been pretty light when I left
That's
to come
true.
here.
I haven't
Yeah.
really
I'm
paid
already
attention,
seeing the
but you're right.
days getting shorter, and they're getting darker a little earlier too.
I know it. I was out in my garden last week at sunset because it is so hot. I don't want to
Wait
go
till
out there.
yeah.
Yeah. Me and Decent were out there picking. Next thing I know, he's like, "I'm going in the house." I said, "Okay." I look up. It's dark outside.
I know it comes
I was
quick,
like, I'm
doesn't
gonna end up
it?
grabbing a snake because I can't see nothing.
Don't be grabbing those snakes.
I'm telling you, I took
that's-
off in the house.
I don't do any gardening after dark.
I know.
No, I don't.
And I've already been freaked out about my pumpkins.
Oh yeah, because everybody says they love pumpkin plants.
Yeah, because the leaves
I
are
don't
so
know
big.
that. I guess so. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and set up a roadside produce stand and sell my pumpkins,
There you go.
You should.
or maybe give them away. I don't know.
Are they edible pumpkins or are they the decorative
I
pumpkins?
think you'll end up being the decorative ones because some of them are white. I don't know if those are edible. We have Deanna here. She's here to paint for us today. I haven't seen her in a minute.
She's going to do more painting on the
Yeah,
in the
I think
studio.
she's doing another
Excellent.
mural.
Excellent. Every time I used to look up when she was painting the mural out in the hall,
Mm-hmm.
she'd stick her head in the door. Sometimes she was up right at the very top. Her little head would
Oh,
be up there
yeah.
because she was on a ladder. And you'd look around, and her head would be on the ground.
I know.
It was the weirdest thing. It's
all
like
over the
her
place.
head was on a little elevator. By the way, can I say hi to somebody?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi to the farm company folks. Tiger and Kathy Hitt is their name. They are instrumental in downtown Columbiana businesses, and of course this was a big weekend for Liberty Day.
Oh, yeah.
And Tiger and them, they watch Piper Peach and listen all the time.
Aw.
And so we thank you for that. Tiger's amazing, and Kathy, my wife can't. Kathy and her are friends anyway, but I try to keep Mary. I want her to meet her at a restaurant or a bar or something, because every time she's going to buy everything in the store she can put her hands on. So, no, but it's thanks to the farm company in downtown. It's a great store right next to Davis Drugs.
Thank y'all so
But
much.
thank you for watching and listening, Tiger.
They also control the Cushman, right?
Apparently, they have a strong. They can get it when they
That
want it, I
pull.
guess.
Because
Because
Tiger wrote on our page and said, "Mary, contact me or Kathy,
and they'll
we'll
give her a ride
arrange
in the
that
Cushman.
and do the watering.
Yeah,
water
and
the
she
plants."
funny.
she'd love to do. We only live like a block out of downtown, so it'd be really easy for Mary to. And Mary is bizarre about one thing. She can't stand to see a plant that looks like it needs watering.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, she's embarrassed me. We'll go in a restaurant, and she'll go in through the door, and she'll go, "That plant needs watering." And by God, when they come and bring us water with our meal, she gets up and goes and waters their plants. She'll do it in the restaurant. She doesn't ask anybody. She says, "That plant needs water." And I'm going, okay.
Ice cubes and all.
Yeah, ice cubes and all. And she said they dissolve slowly and they keep watering the plant.
Oh,
And she'll
goodness
go out on the
gracious.
front and by their front doors or out on their patio. The woman's obsessed with she hates to see a thirsty plant. And so no matter
Bless her heart, right?
Well,
I know what somebody would say.
bless her
I
little
love
heart,
that.
her
Yeah.
pea picking
That
heart.
may be where
Big and hard,
Bacon's-
exactly.
That may be where Bacon's picked that up from. He's gone on vacation this week, and I think he's told us no less than about 8 times each to water the plants every
Really?
day.
Has he gotten obsessed about you watering the plants
Yes.
for him? I didn't know he
Well,
was
he's
a
talking about the
plant
ones out by the
watering
road,
fool.
right? By the sign
All
under the
the
road.
plants.
All of them.
Chrissy, you got to do them?
Yeah.
I water them.
She's watering.
All right. So
Well,
your
good.
job.
Takes it off you then.
Maybe
Now, Decent, though, is
maybe
not going to
Mother
let
Nature
her
will
water
get you
the
some
plants.
rain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we'll ride by. He says, we stop and water plants and get a Sprite, get a soda. I'm like, okay, we'll stop. So,
That's
no
funny.
worries. The plants will be watered, Baden.
He's
but-
probably watching.
Probably
They-
so.
Plants will be watered.
Plants will be
Well, if
watered.
he's watching, we're going to talk about our 4th of July cash grab.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's coming up soon. In 10 minutes, or about 11 minutes, we're going to be drawing for today's winner of $250 cash. Chrissy is working feverishly to
And
cut up
tirelessly.
all these names and put them in our drawing because today starts off the 4th of July cash grab. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We've named a few of them. but also to River of Life Church, Central Alabama Wellness, and Central Alabama Electric. All of our sponsors have made it possible for us to give away $250, not just today, not just tomorrow, but all week long. And Friday, we're giving $250 away to 2 winners. So, $500.
It's amazing. Good
That's
money.
right.
Be nice to have, wouldn't
Chrissy's behind the camera back there. I thought she was
looks
making.
like Edward
well, I thought
Scissorhands.
she was making confetti for a confetti cannon.
Oh, yeah. She loves those.
No,
but right
they're-
now, she's just cutting up. That way we could draw.
Bill,
Draw the names.
hundreds
Yeah.
of people have entered this contest.
That's
Hundreds.
well,
I mean,
$250 a day. I think that's a pretty good deal.
I know,
And
I would
mean,
too.
all told, it's probably well over 1,000. But I'm just talking about each day.
Yeah.
We had like 600 the other day. It's
Wow.
Yep.
a lot.
And the post for tomorrow is still pinned on our page. So if you haven't entered yet, go follow all the instructions, share, like, comment. You'll be entered to win tomorrow. We're also going to take in some of our first call-ins tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes. So we need to come up with a little question or what is it called? Like a call-in,
Like a poll
a
almost.
poll. Yeah.
Well, I see that Wilma Clackler is watching, and she was one of the winners of. She got to sit on the pontoon boat.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Very
we hope you had a
good.
great time, Wilma.
Like
Really
to
enjoyed it.
Comment on how that went, Wilma.
Yeah. We took our picture on that same boat, and it was very comfy seating.
Oh, I bet. I mean, they're luxurious.
And you're up high, so you can see well. It's
Yeah.
nice.
You know,
yeah.
one of the things
that was a
that,
great
uh,
idea.
I know, it really was.
One of the things Mark talked about when he was on the air with us last week was that I never thought about them also having used boats.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't you don't
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have the
great.
money.
Somebody else take the big hit of
Yeah.
the first.
Depreciation. Exactly.
That's
That's
right.
right. And then you know a place like that, they're going to be tip top shape.
Oh yeah, they go over them, check them out,
Yep.
fix anything.
Because that's their reputation on the line when you
Oh,
drive
yeah.
off, and they're in one of those boats.
That's right.
Anyway, that was just one thing I had never thought of a marina having used boats.
Yeah,
for
that's
sale,
cool.
but makes sense.
Yeah, they got to do something with the trade-ins.
They had to
Might
do
as well
something.
sell 'em.
That's right. Exactly.
That's right. Well, Mike, did you have any sports for us today? I know that the World Cup's still going on.
Yes, in fact, the World Cup is.
And today Wimbledon?
Serena's playing today, isn't she?
I think
Wimbledon?
Wimbledon does start.
I think it is
the
today.
Old England Lawn and Racket Club or something like that. I mean,
Oh.
sounds pretty
Fancy.
stuffy to me.
Doesn't
What
it?
do you think?
Uppity.
You know?
Fancy,
Here it
stuffy, and
is.
uppity.
Yeah, exactly. But I just wanted to comment on a few of the games that went on since I was here last Wednesday.
Yeah.
The USA, they played Turkey last Thursday,
They did.
and they lost.
Oh, no.
But
You
it
know-
didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter. It didn't
But-
affect
It's
it.
just
They
pride.
won the what do they call it?
Yeah, they're all into the top
The
four,
group.
final four,
Yeah.
whatever they
Groups,
call
I
it.
But
yeah.
now the games that are going on now this week matter, don't
Yes,
they?
they're called the knockout round.
Yeah, you win or you're out.
Yeah, it's win
Win or
win
you're
in
done.
advance or lose and die. But the USA, Bill, how they go through the whole match and the clock runs continuously.
Right.
So if someone gets injured, they don't stop the clock; they just keep it running,
Right.
and the officials estimate how much extra time they'll add at the end of the
At
game.
the end of the game to make up for that.
Exactly, so that they play 90 minutes.
By
approximately.
the way, I've never understood that with the ability to, like we do in baseball, football, any of them that have
Yeah, why not
timers.
just stop the
Exactly.
Just
clock?
have a timer.
Yeah.
And they do take breaks and they go to commercials. There was no way they're going
Right.
to show 90 minutes solid without a few Chevrolets being sold,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But anyway, in the USA game versus Turkey, Turkey had not won, even though they were, I don't know if they were necessarily favored over the US, but people were thinking they were going to be one of the top teams in this group. But they lost their first two games, and then they beat us. It's one of those where the undefeated team loses to the winless team, which is sports, right? That happens. But they added like 9 minutes, which seemed like a tremendous amount. In fact,
Yeah.
there were some comments. I don't know enough about the sport, but there were some comments about that was too much time. They shouldn't have had that much time. Well, literally, they added 9 minutes, and Turkey scored with seriously 5 seconds to play.
But also, we were not playing our top players.
That's right.
Since the game didn't really matter, we're already going to be in the knockout rounds. This was almost like a demonstration game.
Exhibition
So,
or friendly,
the
they call it.
exhibition.
They call it friendly.
Right.
But it wasn't a friendly, but yes,
So they
like
weren't
that.
going to put. They had some guys that had some injuries. They had guys that had already had some penalties, and you can only have so many. You're out for the rest of the. So they played. It was beautiful for the USA team because they were able to play guys that don't normally get big tournament play because they're the younger ones, the newer ones are. So they got experience, and they didn't end up risking the health or well-being of the really good players. So we did lose it. We were favored. At one point, then they realized when the American team was not going to play their best players, I think Turkey got favored near the beginning of the game. But it turns out, that's what they did. But they didn't have anything to lose, so they just let players that normally don't get to play long or at all during some of the big tournaments, they let them get some experience. That's
right.
So it's
And
great.
that did cost them the game. You're right.
Yeah, but the game didn't matter.
But it
in
was
the sense of-
literally just that 5-second letdown.
Yeah.
There's it's almost over, and suddenly the ball was deep in the American end, and
Boom.
they hammered it in literally with just a few seconds.
But
to
I
play.
kind of was happy for Turkey because, that gave them. They were already out, so that
True.
gave them a little something to go home, not so
True.
depressed
Go home
about.
on a high.
Yeah.
Well, England, of course, they won. They beat Panama 2-0 last Saturday. And then Canada advanced. This is one of
Did
the
they?
first times they've done that.
Wow.
They beat South Africa 1-0 on Sunday. Tonight you have, again, starts the knockout round tonight.
Yeah.
Is Brazil and Japan.
And I heard on the radio that the knockout, I'm trying to learn more about it.
Yeah,
so
me
I've been
too.
listening to people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm listening to you too.
Tommy
But-
Smith. Oh, wait. I'm not sure. Say that again. I got
I
it.
heard during the knockout round though, you cannot draw.
No, they'll have the penalty kicks
Okay.
here to advance, right? Which, a lot of teams will play for those penalty kicks. 'Cause
Yeah.
But Japan and Brazil play, Germany and Paraguay, and then the Netherlands are playing Morocco. Morocco's one of those surprising teams from Africa, the northern, what would that be,
North
West-
Africa, right?
Northwest Africa, right on where the Mediterranean and the Atlantic meet, I guess. And
I think isn't that where Aladdin came from?
yes,
Morocco?
something like that, exactly. And one of the teams that has been a surprise, somewhat of a surprise, is the Ivory Coast from Africa. They play Norway tomorrow, France and Sweden, which is just a matchup, of European. And Mexico, of course, is still kicking it,
Yeah.
So they're alive. And then USA plays on Thursday, I believe, Wednesday, excuse me. They play Bosnia Herzegovina. You remember the Balkan Wars?
Oh yeah, the
back-
Bosnia Herzegovina
What was that, the
war.
80s, 90s maybe, something
Yeah.
like that, and basically just split apart
Isn't that where
Czechoslovakia.
Sarajevo is and all
Yeah,
that?
that's right. That's right. That
That's
was
what it was a horrible war.
Yep. So, anyway, there's also a surprising, and I meant to look this up, y'all, but I'm afraid I didn't. But there's also a surprising team in the knockout round, and that is Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. I've
Cape
heard of that, but I
Verde.
don't know where it is.
Yep. Well, I don't know either.
Yeah,
But
I've
they're
heard
like
of
a
Cape
small
Verde.
island. They said it was the least populous country to ever make the knockout rounds.
Really?
Yep.
Cape
Wow.
Verde.
So,
Kind of like when
congratulations to them.
the Jamaican bobsled team did well.
Yes, I remember.
You can't believe it.
I think John Candy was their manager,
I
wasn't he?
think so.
Well, I was over here making some motions while you were finishing up
Okay.
talking about soccer.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to go to break and get our names. That way we could start drawing. But Chrissy has taken the names and she has ran off.
Yeah,
so,
she showed us
So
the
you
names
may
in
not
the
win that
bucket and then
250
left.
today.
Look off. So the 250 maybe,
In peril.
yeah.
Now we still got 32 minutes. We can.
We
find-
do have 32
We can find a few
minutes.
minutes.
But we
That's
promised
right.
at 7:30.
We did.
Yeah.
That's a good
Chrissy!
point.
Where did she go with it?
Here she is.
We need a break.
Those are powder.
All right.
They'll need to be done outside.
What are those?
We
No,
have
they-
we have more cannons. We set off confetti cannons this morning.
But they
and
were little ones. Are those big ones?
Those are
Those are big. Those are
powder.
massive.
I think those are going to be an outside.
Those are like the packages you see the porch pirates stealing and they blow up. Is that the powder?
Oh, yeah.
Bill,
These
we
are
want you
like
to try it first.
gender reveal cannons.
Yeah.
So we better not set those off. Baden would come home from his vacation early to
Well, we also.
dig us a hole.
It looks
to
like
put
we
us
did
in.
that. We might have to kill 2 vacuum cleaners just to clean up.
For sure. For sure.
Oh, goodness.
And repaint the green screen.
Bingo. There's no telling what it might throw on that.
No telling. Well, it's 7:29. That means we have about a minute until the drawing starts. So we're going to take a quick break. Y'all stay tuned because the winner of the first 250 is going to be coming up this next
Couple of
segment.
minutes, yeah.
So listen to a word from our sponsors. If you haven't entered into tomorrow's drawing, go check out the pinned post on our Facebook page while we're at break, and we will see you in just a moment.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
We are back is where we are. 7:35, 25 away from 8 o'clock. Hot day, going to be hot and humid all day today and tomorrow. So if you work outside, be safe, take breaks, get cool, and hydrate.
Yes.
We don't want anybody sick or dying from this weather.
No, because it'll sneak up on you and take you out before you know it.
It will. Have you ever had heat exhaustion?
No.
I have. I worked for Harbert Construction Company one summer building the interstates. And I was fit. I was young. Man, I was working. And I wasn't feeling bad or nothing. I've been sweating hard and all. And suddenly, I was drunk as a cooter brown. I mean, I was just drunk. It's like I'd killed 10 beers or something. And I couldn't figure out what that was. And my heart rate went up. And I popped a horrible sweat. And then I went dry. And I passed out.
Oh, no.
And they had to rush me to the emergency room.
It's a
And
bad feeling, that's for sure.
it was horrible. It comes on you so fast, and then you're like dead.
So don't
be
let
careful.
that happen to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't turn into Cooter
drink
Brown.
a bottle
I mean,
of water and then pour one over your head,
I mean, I was 19 years
them
old and
together.
invincible.
perhaps.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's scary stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, what happens too is, even if you don't get heat stroke, the problem is if you're sweating so much and drinking just water, your electrolytes are going out. And so your heart, especially if you're sensitive, your heart rate can get thrown off. Your potassium goes away. So drink a lot of stuff that's got the electrolytes in it,
Electrolytes,
as
right.
well as just
Yep.
water. Water's great, but don't forget, if you overdrink plain water, you dilute your electrolytes and sweat them out.
And a lot of these popular electrolytes are kind of expensive, but you
They
don't
are.
have to pay a lot of money for them.
No.
I mean,
Gatorade is a great. Just
Yeah.
drink Pedialyte and Gatorade and that kind of stuff. Bless you.
Bless you.
excuse me, guys. Well, I have a bucket
Look at that, a bucket full of names.
full of names.
All right. Good morning, Glenn.
Oh, we lost one.
We did
We did lose one.
a few less.
So what we're
a
gonna
few less
do?
names.
We are going to each draw one,
Okay.
and then play a round of rock paper scissors.
Oh, really?
No. And so
Yes,
if I lose,
And that's who will
then-
figure out who wins?
I think so. Y'all agree?
I don't know how to
I'll
play rock,
agree.
paper, scissors. I know how you do it, but I don't understand. Was it paper, rock,
Paper covers
I
the
think
rock.
paper beats scissors. Is that
No,
right?
No. Scissors
Paper
cut
beats
paper.
the rock
No.
because it covers the rock. The
Yeah.
rock pounds the scissors, and the scissors cuts the paper.
If Deason was here,
I
he
think
would
that's
say,
one win for everybody.
"Can you smell what the rock is cooking?"
Yeah, right.
He's a big wrestling guy, but I digress. We're not wrestling. We're playing rock
You
paper
may need
scissors.
to explain that to a
That-
novice,
The Rock
a
has
novice like me.
We need to bring him on and let him explain David and Goliath.
who?
When
Who's
The
gonna
Rock
do this?
got thrown, but Deason, my 4-year-old.
He
The
understands
Rock
all
got
this.
thrown, but it wasn't The Rock. It was Stone Cold. It was a big deal at church. But anyway,
Wow.
let's draw our names.
Wham!
All right, I'm gonna draw
Right in
on
the
There
mix
middle
it
of
up.
the
are
forehead.
hundreds of
Gonna mix
names
it up
in
real
here.
good. Not
Goliath
look.
took it in the head.
Yeah.
Chrissy did a good job. There are
She did a
lots and
very
lots of little
wonderful
pieces
job.
of paper in there. All right, I got.
Did you get your-
wait, I
oh.
got two. I got
We
one.
got you a ticket, one from Peach Jam. So this is
I'm
included.
going down deep, like to the bottom of this thing,
I did. I mixed
and I got
around.
one right here.
Oh,
Okay.
another Peach Jam ticket. All right, I'm gonna try and get one. Here's mine.
Did you really get? Is that one?
This is one. This is one from Facebook.
And you got.
All right, we're gonna slide these over here.
Now we're gonna
Should we
tell the
read them
names.
first, or should we play rock paper scissors first?
I say let's tell them who's in the running.
All right, we're
'cause
down
All
to
right.
3 here. I've got Donna Moore.
I have Candy Kleckler.
and I have Savannah Smith.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, so you three are in for the $250.
Okay, so can 3 people play rock paper scissors
I don't
against
know.
each other?
I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Like 2 gets 2 and then
We do the
So
knockout.
we do an
round.
elimination round. You and I'll do it, and whoever wins, we'll do it with him, and then whoever wins that is the winner, right?
All right, we'll do that then.
Or you. Oh, so.
All right, so we're gonna go rock, paper, scissors.
All right, it's rock. How do it?
So rock, paper, scissors, and
But
then
I mean, that's
shoot.
rock. That's paper.
And this is
That's
scissors.
scissors.
Correct.
So it's bunt,
So-
paper, scissors.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, or scissors.
Do we do it on 3 or or right after 3?
Right after 3.
Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, and then show what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you ready?
This is exciting.
Do we have a drum roll?
All right, Savannah Smith, I'm going to do my best for you here, girl.
Yep, and I'm playing for Candy Kleckler.
All right, Candy and Savannah are up for it. Here we
All right.
go.
No harm in wandering.
Oh, okay. Ooh, now
Rock.
that's frightening. All right, I'm ready.
Rock,
1,
paper,
2,
scissors, shoot.
Oh, Bill advances.
Candy, I'm sorry. I did
That's
you
all right.
wrong.
All right, I've got
All right.
Savannah still in the running, Savannah
And now
Smith.
Donna Moore's got a chance
You
to
got
win
who?
it.
Donna who?
Moore.
More, okay. So now we're going to do it, huh?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then do it, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Not quite.
What now?
We're doing 3.
Well, we did it at the
Wait a
same
minute.
time.
Did y'all do it at the same time?
Well,
Yeah,
pretty
Did we do
okay.
it at the same time?
close enough, I thought.
All right.
So what? Who won
This
that
is
one?
serious
I want
stuff.
paper covers the rock.
Serious
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, so we
Redo.
got to do it again because we
Rock,
didn't do
paper,
it.
scissors, shoot.
Didn't show it. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors, boom.
I win
There
again.
we
again.
go.
All right.
So-
Sorry, Savannah.
Congratulations to Donna Moore.
Donna Moore.
You're the first winner of the 250 bucks. Now, Donna, when you come by the station, you have to come by here, correct?
You do have to come by here, bring your ID with you. That way we know who you are. You'll just sign a piece of paper saying, yes, I got my $250 cash.
Right, we have a receipt form that you'll acknowledge that you received the $250, and
That is right.
congratulations.
So I can't before I leave say, hey, you know I'm Donna.
Yeah, I don't think
That-
you
that won't
could.
work? Okay.
No, not today.
Well, never mind.
Congratulations.
I was gonna make some
Thank you.
remark, but I won't.
Thanks to everybody who
Yes.
went out of their way to make sure they were in the drawing. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And of course, this is not the last time you could win. We're doing a giveaway every single day. So go follow the post. It's pinned at the top of our Facebook. Do all the things, like, share, comment, and you'll be entered to win tomorrow for another $250.
Yep.
And just because you won today doesn't mean that you can't win tomorrow. You can go and do the instructions on the post again, and you'll get entered again. So there we go.
Congratulations again, Donna Moore. This is our
Wonderful,
winner.
wonderful.
Our first winner of the week.
Absolutely. And we're able to do this because of our wonderful sponsors. Not only the sponsors of the morning show, but also we have sponsors for the cash grab itself. Some of those sponsors include Premier Pond and Pistol, Woods Surfside Marina, and Napa Clanton Auto Parts. Thank y'all so much for sponsoring. We appreciate you so much. We're going to take a quick break real quick. It's 7:44, and we're going to hear a word from our other sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up, recap what happened, and we'll be headed out to enjoy the hot day that it's going to be this Monday.
Enjoy the hot day.
So, y'all stay tuned. If you haven't already, go and enter into tomorrow's giveaway. It's pinned at the top of our Facebook. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
There's a pride that comes from employing over 6,000 people in America. Welding, fabricating, assembling with local and global parts. Delivering a machine just right for you. Japanese engineering meets American ingenuity that builds on our 50-year legacy of quality, reliability, and durability that makes us the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. These aren't just machines. This is a way of life. And that's why Kubota is investing hundreds of millions right here at home. Because we won't settle on what was good enough yesterday. We're innovating with inspiration from the hard-working men and women that proudly sit on our equipment every day. So you can be sure that every one of us have you in mind when a machine or implement comes down that line. We know how hard you work. We'll do the same. This is Kubota.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of...
All right, we're back here, 7:48 here on Piper Pizza Radio, the Morning Mayhem with Bill, Taylor, and Mike. It is 7:48 on June 29th, and Taylor, who do we have on the phone with us?
We have Miss Donna Moore on the phone. She is the winner of our Monday giveaway today for $250 cash. Hi, Miss Donna. How are you?
I'm great. How are y'all today?
We are good. I bet you're doing a little better now, aren't you?
I am.
Well, we just wanted to bring you on and just tell everyone and speak with you on air about you winning. Are you so excited?
I am so excited. That is
Good.
going towards my son's wedding. I need all
Aw.
the money I can get.
How exciting. When is he getting married?
November the 7th.
Oh, it'll be here before you know it.
Oh, yes.
Is he getting married here in this area, Donna?
I'm sorry?
Is he getting married here in this area?
He's getting married in Prattville.
Proud.
Oh, so
Very
not
good.
far.
We'll
Nah,
count that.
that's
We'll
great.
count that as this area.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
That's
Yes, sir.
exactly right.
I know. Did your boss? I heard you. You're at work, so you were asking him if you could come talk to us real quick. Did he believe that you won, or did he think that you were just trying to get out of work for a little bit?
Oh, he wanted all the details. And I was over there on the phone listening to us.
Well, you say good morning, everybody out there at the Talca County Commission there. You work, did you say with the engineer's office?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Where's y'all shop?
We're in Prattville, downtown
Okay.
Prattville.
All right. Good, good.
That's a nice little area. Well, you enjoy your day at work, Donna, and I'll be in touch with you shortly about how you can come and claim your cash.
So Donna,
Okay, thank you so much.
Donna, do you
welcome.
live in Prattville?
I actually live in Marbury.
Marbury, very good. So you were at the Peach Festival this weekend, is that right?
I was. We were there all day. My daughter-in-law was a vendor, and me and my son walked around to all the booths, and we stayed for the awesome concert.
Did you
Aw.
like Tracy Bird?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, we thank you for signing up, and we appreciate that very much, and glad to have you on the air with us.
Okay, thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I know when she was asking, she's like, I got to ask my boss if I could come and talk to you. And he was like, you won what?
$250 is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, that is good, especially when you're just at a regular day at work. So.
Hopefully there was no, she didn't have to exchange any money to come on the air, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
and she lives in Marbury, so she won't have a problem coming by to get the money. I mean,
I
that's
know.
pretty close, so
Nah,
that's
She
good.
won't at all,
We're located,
so-
you know, South Clanton, right across from Clanton Tractor.
Yeah, Clanton
Yep.
Tractor. And we're actually in Clanton Tractor Studio.
We are. We haven't mentioned that today, but I
I
was
know,
thinking
we
that
haven't.
same thing. Well, guess what I get to do in couple of hours?
What are you doing?
I am going to the dedication of our new Chilton County Courthouse.
Oh,
Oh,
that place looks
fun.
amazing. You know,
I know, it is
we've been-
beautiful.
I drive by it every day while they've been. You know, I
Right.
remember when that was nothing was there.
Yeah.
And then they cleared it. You could see all the dirt, and the construction seemed to be going slow. And then suddenly, man, once it got started building, it went fast.
Yeah,
Started
it just
rising
popped
up.
And they're, you know, it's been kind of amazing. I thought, well, you know, it's going to take them a long time to, you know, it's a building now, but they got to finish it out. No, they went quick. Once they get it closed in, they can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Fast.
And rather build and move all the old furniture, which is just a mishmash of different stuff.
Right, from over the years.
Right, exactly. And they bought all new stuff.
Good.
You know, it was made perfect sense to do that. And
Yeah.
we got to tour. Baden and I. We went for the to the old courthouse. Got to see, and there was lots of good reasons why we needed
I
a
hate
new
that I
one.
missed out on that one.
It was.
Did they
some,
really need the room and the modernization and all
Oh, they
that?
Yeah,
did.
looking
They
at
had
the
people. They had people
pictures.
stuck in a corridor, you know, with their desk facing each other. Two people in an office designed for one.
Gotcha.
Because they just didn't have the space. And then we have departments located outside of the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Now all that's been
Now it's all
consolidated.
centralized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And all that parking too is nice.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It's
and
going to
it-
have plenty of parking.
I think we'll find out today just how convenient it is when they have the dedication.
Yeah.
What time's the
It's
dedication,
at 10
Mike?
o'clock. 10
Yep,
o'clock.
the grand opening is 10. I
Out there
believe
on
they said till 12.
Lay Dam Highway. I don't know the exact address, but
Yeah.
That's
You
hard-
can't miss
hard
it.
to miss.
That's the same as 145, isn't it?
It
Pretty
is.
much.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful
Which
building.
is also First Street, maybe.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
it
as far
is.
as
They got
Up
all
there
kinds.
close
See, I've-
to-
I
Clanton
just-
has multiple names for
I
every
know.
street.
That's
No
why.
wonder you
I know
can't
it.
remember.
That's why. That's why I said when Lucy was here, you know, that I live here most of my life and I just don't know the street.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I can take you there, but I can't always tell you how to
Exactly.
go
I
there.
know it.
That's right.
Well, that's
Always.
great. So you're going to be there at 10?
10 o'clock, right? And
Yeah.
not sure what I'll be doing. Hopefully,
Chrissy said you're going to pick up some cookies.
Well,
Chrissy says
yeah.
you've got to pick up some cookies.
Actually, she said that multiple times. Have you noticed? I think
I
it's
Yeah,
noticed.
important.
I think-
she didn't. It wasn't just a one-time
She wasn't
request.
mincing her words. I'll
motioning
say.
for
It
you
wasn't
right now.
if you could you please get some
Yeah.
cookies?
No,
you
there
better
was-
bring back cookies.
Yeah.
Of course, you know I
She's
live.
like
I live. That's
cracked
what,
her knuckles.
It's kind of way
while
out of
she's
my
looking
way
at
if I
you.
had to come back with the cookies. So
I don't know though. I
I
saw
don't
her
know
with.
if
I
I
saw
do
her
get
with a
cookies. I'm
hammer
not
in
sure
her
they'll
hand.
come back here.
Yeah, I saw her with a hammer in her hand. You better bring some cookies.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
but-
I would.
And who are the cookies you're going to get for?
I don't
What's
know.
the name of it?
Sugar-coated chaos.
Sugar-coated chaos. I think
I
they
like
were one
that.
of our new businesses.
Yep.
We had
Yeah.
that promotion a couple weeks ago.
They sure were.
I recall reading that now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they sent us some samples, didn't they?
Well,
Seems
I
like
didn't
Baden
get
brought
any.
back a cup because I got
Oh.
some, a cupcake or
If
something.
you're not here when Baden brings samples, you're just out of luck.
Yeah, you are.
SOL.
Yeah.
That is short of luck.
Short of luck.
Don't want anybody to misinterpret that.
No.
Well,
Well,
it's neat. So I'm glad that's a great thing for our area, for Clanton and
It
for
absolutely is.
Chilton County. That's a big, huge, beautiful building.
Yep.
and for the grand opening, the courthouse is closed today. So after the grand opening, and I don't think they're doing any business besides the grand opening. That
I
way
did
the
not know that.
employees, yes,
Yeah.
that
They
way
get
the
to enjoy
employees can
their new
enjoy it.
digs and not have to work.
Yeah,
That's
so
smart.
they'll be headed out.
Well, they've had to move everything. And when we were at the old courthouse last week, they were moving their last of their 911 servers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that was going to go offline for, the guy said maybe 30 minutes because they were doing everything they could. They're going to unplug them, run them out to the new courthouse, hook them
Yeah,
back
because
up.
that's the kind of thing where I guess a lot of that you can't just buy new and just go click. You do have to move
Yeah.
stuff, or do you have set up already over there?
I guess that was
computers
some of the
and
things
stuff
they
and
did.
what.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
technically.
exactly. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I doubt all that equipment was new.
Yeah.
I think they're talking
Well,
more like a furniture stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
They had gotten a grant recently too, so I think they went ahead and used it in the old courthouse, and they've moved it over now.
You know, I think a great job in the current market is if you could be a grant writer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know, someone who helps.
I have a friend that writes grants.
it's very
And
tedious.
it's I was going to say, more power to them.
Yeah.
I do not have that kind of knowledge base or patience.
That's
Patience
right.
is the word I've always heard. And we had Mayor Varden on from Jemison. He was talking
We
about their
did.
grant writers
Yep.
and how patient they have to be. And
Yeah.
they just got some for some sidewalks, I think, or something.
Huh.
I forget. You know, they're going to build that new park and
Yeah.
everything out there. So
Well,
downtown.
and today Lucy Ellington was on. If y'all missed that, she was on here with the Chilton County Extension Office. They're doing a pollinator census coming up in August, and tomorrow's the training class for that.
Yep.
It's
So-
already full for this
is
one.
You're gonna have
They're
another
going to do it
one,
out
I
at
think they
Pedals for the
said.
Past.
Yep,
Yeah,
in
they're
Jemison.
training
Right.
tomorrow at Pedals from the Past, but they have a lot of classes coming up throughout the rest of the year. One, she said, was a mosaic class in the fall. They're going to have floral arranging. I have been to that one, and it is a lot of fun. So definitely check them out. But I think we're going to wrap it up and let our sponsors have a couple words here at the end of the show and give y'all some time to click off of this video if you're on Facebook. But if you're watching from YouTube or just listening on the app, thank you for listening and watching too. Go to Facebook right now to the pinned post and enter to win your $250 tomorrow. Because if you're not entered, you're not winning. So go do that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now.
And congratulations.
If you ain't entered, you ain't winning.
And that almost gives off if you ain't first, you're last.
That's
energy.
right. If you ain't first, I never said stupid.
See, if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. Know what they say?
Hey, but rubbing, yeah.
Yeah, rubbing.
Bumping.
Rubbing.
Rubbing
Bumping or
paint.
rubbing, yeah.
Rubbing
you ain't
paint.
racing.
I don't know, but if you ain't,
Grinning when you drive it with your kid.
yeah.
What'd she say?
She
I
said,
don't know.
she said,
A
be
voice
grinning
from
when you drive with
outside.
Oh, yeah, yeah, there you go.
The
We're just
studio.
pulling out all the Grayson.
But hey,
all the
once
Grayson
again,
quotes.
congratulations to Donald Moore for winning our first $250
Yes,
today.
congratulations.
Yes.
So, y'all have a wonderful Monday. Stay cool out there. Drink your water. Drink your electrolytes. And come back and join us tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We'll be here. Y'all have a great day. You've been tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike, Taylor, and Dollar Bill. We'll see you later.
Bye.